Hello everybody and welcome to zlatanobojmtg, and today I have the promised, as you guys seem to want it, sealed deck of Theros, and we have our first the contents of our first six boosters that we took from our fat pack here. You can go back and check if you think I've cheated and put some of the other cards in. I haven't. These are all the other cards over here, including Ashen Rider, Mistcutter Hydra, Agent of the Fates, etc. So things I would have liked. But these are the cards we have, and as you can see we have here the multicoloured and artifact cards: blue, red, black, green and white. So the first point of call, as always with me in a sealed deck, is to look for our bombs and removal, as they are the most important thing in sealed deck. So let's go and have a look at each colour and pick out the bombs and the removal. So I'm going to start by looking at red, and straight away we see Lightning Strike. Fantastic, it's removal, it's a bomb for me. Rage of Purphoros, again, removal, 4 damage to target creature, it can't be regenerated and scry 1. I like it, it's a removal, so we're going to put it over there. Borderland Minotaur, 4/3 for 4, it's not a bomb, we're going to look at creatures later. Deathbellow Raider, the same, not a bomb. Portent of Betrayal, gain control of target creature until the end of turn and tap it in against haste. Effects like this are really good in sealed, but for me it's not a bomb, it's not removal or incredible card. Incredible card, here we go. Hammer of Purphoros, creatures you control of haste, exactly what I want in a red deck or any deck that's going to run red. And it also has the sacrifice a land to put a 3/3 colourless golem artifact creature token onto the battlefield. Also obviously it's going to have haste with the Hammer of Purphoros, so that is definitely a bomb. Demolish, artifact or land, it's not a bomb, it's a nice sideboard card, I would say, if someone's running heavy artifacts but not main deckable. Wild Celebrants, again, target artifact, destroy. It's a creature if it needs be, but it's not brilliant. Purphoros' Emissary is a bomb for me. The things I've heard about this card in sealed is insane. Bestowing this on turn 7 is great. It gives a creature +3/+3 and can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures. That's insane. It really is. But also as a 4-drop 3/3 that can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures, this thing's really good. I'm going to say that's a bomb, personally. Minotaur Skullcleaver is nice. Again, we'll look at sort of okay creatures later on. Boulderfall is removal. I think too expensive though. Personally, I think 8 mana is far too expensive for what it does. But as removal, we're going to take it into account because we need to. Two-headed Cerberus, a 1/2 double strike is nothing exciting for me. Rageblood Shaman is a definite bomb, and also if you've looked at the cards we've been looking through in red, there's a lot of Minotaurs, so I'm thinking maybe we go for some sort of Minotaur goodness. Rageblood Shaman is a definite include. Rage of Purphoros, again, more removal. Minotaur Skullcleaver, a good card, but not an auto include. Satire Rambler, again, another Rage of Purphoros. So we've got a little bit of removal here, and then I think the rest are creatures and other things we'll include or not include later when we look at it. But those are our removal and our bombs. So we have Rage of Purphoros, I believe we have 3. So 5-drop removal deals 4 damage to a target creature, and then we scry. It can't also be regenerated, which is good. So we've got 4 of those. 3 of those, sorry. I don't think we'll have 3 in. Lightning Strikes are definitely includable. Hammer of Purphoros, obviously. Purphoros' Emissary is one of the best creatures in red, in my opinion. I think they can't be blocked by 2 more creatures. It's fantastic. I mean, we know how good. I can't remember what the enchantment is in. It was a Gruul card, the enchantment, or maybe it was Rakdos. There's an enchantment that means it can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures, I believe. Do leave in the comments below what that is. I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, I can remember the artwork. I can't remember the card, but yes. So effects like that are fantastic in sealed. Boulderfall for me is a little too expensive. I think I might actually discount that because I don't want 8 drops unless they're creatures, I would say. Rageblood Shaman is amazing if we have Minotaurs, and I know we have Minotaurs in there. So there are our red bombs and removal. We'll put the rest of the red over there. Let's go and have a look in green. Satire Hedonist, the mana to the pool is good, but I don't think it's an auto-include. Nylea's Emissary, I like this a lot. The Bestow cost, although is high of all Bestow creatures, I think it's still good. But I don't know if it's cheap enough to really just say auto-include, and I don't think the effect Trample's quite not as good as can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures, like the red creature. Nessian Corsair, no. Leaf Crown Dryad is fantastic. I've heard such good things about that. Flash Enchantment here, not brilliant. Savage Surge, nice combat trick. Karametra's Alkaline, no. Time to Feed. Choose type creature in opponent controls. When it dies, you gain 3 life. Type creature you control fights that creature. Not really amazing. Nylea's Presence, no. Blue, this is an interesting one. Green's interesting. I don't think there's a lot in green. I really don't. Green's got some good stuff, but not fantastic. Leaf Crown Dryer being the only real reason I'd want to play green here. I think we'll have to come and have a look at green again. I'm not sure about it. Let's go and have a look at black and blue now. Okay, so sorry for skipping over green so quickly. I honestly wasn't very impressed with the cards that were there. Black, hopefully, is going to have some better stuff. Flesh Mad Steed's not fantastic. A Minotaur, we'll keep an eye on him. I don't know why I threw that down there. Scourge Mark, enters the battlefield. Creature gets +1/0. Draw a card. It's okay, it's not brilliant. Ordeal of Erebos, maybe, but not fantastic. Return Centaur, no. Erebos' Emissary is pretty awesome. It's obviously a 3/3 for 4, and discard a card and discard a creature card, and it gets 2/2 till the end of turn. So kind of good, but I don't think it's something we'd want to, say it's a bomb. Neither is Insatiable Harpy, a good creature, but not a bomb. Cavern Lampard, however, is for sure. Intimidate is huge in sealed, absolutely huge. Tormented Hero is okay, it's not amazing. Returned Phalanx is a nice 3/3 defender, and if we're playing blue, it's good. If not, no. Freaker's Cure, 2 damage to target creature and gain 2 life is removal. And then we're done for black. Wow, okay. So these are the only 2 I would consider a bomb and a removal. So that's black done. We'll put that up there. And let's go ahead and look at blue. Now blue's interesting because blue looks... Voyager's End is really nice. Return target creature to its hand and scry, that's a bomb for sure. Fantastic. Triton Tactics, not fantastic. Coastline Chimera is not brilliant. Bite of Thassa is awesome. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that's a definite auto-include if blue's there. Fate Foretold is like a... It's pretty interesting actually. Draw a card when it enters the battlefield, and when a creature dies that it's enchanted to, draw a card. I don't think it's a bomb. Prescient Chimera. Flying 3/4 for 5 whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, scry 1. I'd say that's a great creature, not a bomb. Breaching Hippocamp is also quite good as well, but not a bomb. Thassa's Emissary. I don't think it's a bomb. I don't think that ability's quite as good as, I'm taking into account Cavern Lampard and the Purphoros' Emissary. It's not as good ability as that at all, so it's not a bomb for me. Another Prescient Chimera. Triton Shore Thief is a low drop that if needs be is there. This isn't great. Gainsay is so narrow it's unreal. Foil Wave Crash Triton has the heroic that it makes a creature sleep. 1/4 for 3. Nimbus Naiad is a bomb. This is another ability that's fantastic with the Bestow cost. A 2/2 flyer for 3 is really good. That's a Windrake. And 5 Bestow cost to give a creature 2/2 and flying is really good. I'd say that's pretty good for blue. Other than that, blue's not looking too bad, but not brilliant. So there's blue. So in blue we have Voyager's End, the Bounce Scry 1, Bite of Thassa and Nimbus Naiad. Interesting. So let's take a look at our last 2 piles, which is multicoloured and artifacts, and also white. So we have our white cards here. This is a Cavalry Pegasus, 2-drop 1/1 flying. When it attacks, each attacking human gains flying to the end of turn. I don't think I'm going to be playing human tribal. I think there's another sort of tribal I'll definitely be playing, but that's not great. Vigilance is not really what I want to see. Destroy creature with power 4 or greater and scry 1. It's removal, but it's so expensive for what it does, because obviously if a creature's 4 or greater, but if you're coming up against, for example, a Nimbus Naiad that's raging over the top of you for 2 damage. You can't get rid of it with a 6-drop spell. I don't think that's fantastic. God's Willing, type creature control. It's a nice little trick. Hopeful Adilian, a 1-drop, 1/1 enchantment creature that has lifelink and gives 1/1 and lifelink to a creature when it's bestowed, but I don't think it's fantastic. Divine Verdict is really good. That's a bomb. Travelling Philosopher, not fantastic. Cetacean Griffin, a 3/2 fly for 4 that you can pump for 4 with heavy green, not fantastic. Silent Artisan is just a what's it called? The 3/5 stupid creature every time. Thraben Purebloods or whatever it's called. Chosen by Helioid. 0/2. Helioid's little gift is to give you really high defense for some reason. And draw a card. Cetacean Griffin again. Legona Band Elder. Battlewise Valor. White's not brilliant. But Divine Verdict is. Divine Verdict, although I don't think it's worth splashing for. Well, maybe it is. Destroy target attacking or blocking creatures. Really, really good. So Divine Verdict is definitely a bomb in white. So we'll put that up there. Polis Crusher. Here we go with our multicolours. Polis Crusher is fantastic. A 4/4 for 4 with trample protection from enchantments and the monstrosity 6. That's a bomb. Krigama Warcaller I know is going to be in the deck that I'm thinking of if their deck actually turns out to be the one I'm going for, which is going to be black-red Minotaurs, because we have a lot of black-red Minotaurs, and giving them haste and 2/0 along with Rageblood Shaman if he was out to give them 1/1 and trample, that's ridiculous. That's a bomb for me. Horizon Chimera is most certainly a bomb. A flash flying trample 3/2 for 4 whenever you draw a card, gain 1 life. Absolute bomb. Prophet of Crufrix, untap all creatures and land you control is insane, and make cast creature cards as though they had flash is amazing. Although it's just an enabler, it just enables you to do something. A 2/3 body for 5 is not fantastic, but that ability alone is worth an include. Battlewise Hoplite, I'm not sure I really like Heroic at all. I think it's too... I mean, you can build around it by having a lot of instants and sorceries, but I don't think in white and blue there's enough here to really say, okay, we're going for the heroic things. Otherwise, a 2/2 for 2 in, having to have specific colours for it isn't brilliant. Guardians of Meletis, 06 defender for 3. It isn't too bad, but it's not a bomb. Traveller's Amulet is fantastic. We want Traveller's Amulet if we're playing more than one colour, which I think we will be. Crow and Horse is not brilliant at all. I really don't like this card. It's got EDH craziness with it. I've already thought of a few things with it for EDH, but I mean, not really here. Flamecast Wheel is nice removal. A 1-drop that later on in the game is going to deal 3 damage if they can't get rid of it. It's pretty nice. So I think that's a good card. Other than that, let's have a look. I think that's all out of these. Flamecast Wheel's good. Traveller's Amulet is fantastic for mana fixing. Prophet of Crufrix is awesome. Horizon Chimera is amazing. And then these two are just incredible. So we have our bombs, and let's take a little overview of them quickly. So give an overview of our blacks. We have Cavern Lampard and Farika's Cure. Then the most bombs we have are in red. So red's a definite. Rageblood, Purphoros' Emissary, Hammer of Purphoros, Lightning Strike, and then 3 Rage of Purphoroses for removal. Nimbus Naiad, Void Descendant, Bident Thassa in blue. A single white card of Divine Verdict, none in green. Traveller's Amulet and Flamecast Wheel for artifacts. And then multicolours, Polis Crusher, Kagama, Warcaller, Horizon Chimera, and Prophet of Crufrix. So, let's take a look. I'm looking at what I'm doing, and I'm definitely thinking red. I'm actually going to straight away go ahead and look at red-black Minotaurs. I think that'd be kind of interesting, and I think we've got enough to make it work. So let's take a look at that deck and see if it's going to work. So guys, after looking at the cards again in depth, I have decided we are going to go for a Minotaur-based deck. I think this is going to be awesome. Looking at the cards, I will show you in a second which ones I'm talking about. The amount of power behind a Minotaur deck if you've got the right cards, and we have 2 Lords plus quite a few decent Minotaurs and extra things like Cavern Lampard and Emissary of Purphoros to really bump them up and to really stop people from dealing with them. So we're going to have a look at the creature base first, which is going to be mainly Minotaurs, so let's go ahead and have a look at the creatures. Okay guys, so we're going to look through for our Minotaurs. I actually think that they're all here. Borderland Minotaur, Deathbellow Raider, Minotaur Skullcleaver, Minotaur Skullcleaver. There we go, there's the red Minotaurs. Borderland Minotaur, 4/3, Deathbellow Raider, a 2/3 for 2 that has to attack each turn and regenerates, and 2 Minotaur Skullcleavers, a 2/2 for 3 that has haste and it attacks, it becomes a 4/2. Amazing. Amazing cards. Really, really good. Along with Rageblood Shaman and Kragma Warcaller, which are the 2 Minotaur Lords we looked at earlier. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Felhard Minotaur. And then the other auto include cards Cavern Lampard and Purphoros' Emissary were the other 2 creatures we looked at. So Purphoros' Emissary, when bestowed, makes a creature not be able to be blocked by 2 unless it's by 2 or more, and it also gives it a 3/3 boost. But anyway, this is good as it is. Cavern Lampard gives a creature Intimidate, which is going to be insane on some of these Minotaurs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need another 9 creatures, I believe, to hit the 18 we want. It's going to be quite creature heavy, so maybe might have to dabble into green a little to make this Jund Minotaurs, but we'll have to have a look. So let's have a look through black. Return Phalanx is good, but we haven't got the colour support for it. Return Centaur 2/4/4. We're going to put Insatiable Harpy in. I think Insatiable Harpy and a Rebos Emissaries are good enough to go in. A 3/3 for 4 that if we discard a creature card, a creature gets +2/0. +2/+2, sorry, so that's quite good if we're going to be getting through for damage with some of our big Minotaurs that have trample and etc. Insatiable Harpies, a nice black creature, flying lifelink 2/2 for 4 is good, so there's another 2. Other than that, Tormented Hero, 1-drop, enters the battlefield tapped, casts a spell, targets it, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain life. A 2/1 for 1 is pretty decent, so I'll keep an eye on that. In red though, 2-headed Cerebus. I actually quite like this. Double strike 1/2 if we attach Purphoros' Emissary or the Cavern Lampard onto this. It's going to be pretty good, so I think we'll probably include 2-headed Cerebus or Cerberus. Yeah, let's have a look what else we have here. And that's removal. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 creatures. Our creature count might have to be a bit less then. Let's take a look at green, because green's another colour that has obviously good support in Jund colours. It's quite dangerous. Junds are really the cards work well together in those colours. So maybe things like Leaf Crown Dryads. How many of those have we got? We've got Nylea's Emissary, which gives something trample, which is maybe a good shout, and a Leaf Crown Dryad as well. 2 cards we might include. Ordeal of Nylea. Nice to fix, actually. Ordeal of Nylea's might go in because we need something to fix our land if we're going 3 colours, which it looks like we might have to. Satire Hedonist is actually might be quite good to get out bigger creatures or to bestow something. So maybe Satire Hedonist as well. So let's take a look at our creature count now with these. So guys, we now have our creatures, which we're having 15, not 18, because there's a few more spells that I want to put in actually. 2-headed Cerberus, amazing if you get anything enchanted on it where it has evasion. Rebos' Emissary, Insatiable Harpy, Purphoros' Emissary, a Cavern Lampard, and then we have our Minotaurs. So we have Felhard Minotaur, Kragama Minotaur, Rageblood Shaman, Borderland Minotaur, Deathbellow, Raider, Minotaur Skullcleaver, another Minotaur Skullcleaver. Then we have our greens, which are only a couple. Satire Hedonist to add extras to feed some of our bestow costs, and also just to put more creatures out like Minotaur Skullcleaver, which costs 3. 2/1 for 2 is not bad anyway. Nylea's Emissary to give something trample with bestow, and also it's a 3/3 trample on its own. And Leaf Crown Dryad gives something reach, and it's a reach bear on its own, so that's a nice flying evasion. We can also give reach to any of our creatures with the bestow cost. So we have 15 creatures. I'm really happy with those, of which 3 are green. 5 reds, 6 reds, 7 reds, and then 4 black creatures and a multicolour. So we have our creatures, 15 of them. And now we're going to look at 10 spells to have our other 15 land cards. And the spells I was looking at are Pharika's Cure, obviously. Ordeal of Nylea. Now this one was one I found when I was looking at the green cards to add a little bit of extra reach into our creature slots. When the creature attacks, obviously put counters on it, which is the Ordeals. But when you sacrifice it, you can search for up to 2 basic land cards. Now this will help us fix mana. So it's also a mana fix as well as a way to pump up creatures. Flamecast Wheel, obviously a bit of late game removal, but also it's only a 1-drop, so if you get this on turn 1, it's not exactly like you're wasting your turn. Traveller's Amulet to fix mana. Hammer of Purphoros, obviously. Portent of Betrayal. Stealing effects are really good in Sealed especially. Lightning Strike, and then we have 3 Rage of Purphoros. Now I said I might have not had 3 in, but these cards are just too dangerous. To deal 4 damage and to scry 1, and also make the creature not be able to regenerate is really good. So our 10 spells also. So we have our 15 creatures, 10 spells, and now we're going to sort out our land and then lay the deck out and show you guys the Jund again, Minotaur based sealed deck from what cards we had. So let's go have a look at our final curve and add our land in. Stompy, 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 stomp. Forgot about Polish Crusher. If we're adding green, why did I not think of Polish Crusher? Polish Crusher's going in, so now we're going to have a look at things to take out. And one of the things I was not sure about having was the extra Rage of Purphoros, because sometimes they're going to be dead cards. So 1 Rage of Purphoros out, a 5-drop to add Polish Crusher for an extra creature slot. So now we have 16 creatures and 9 spells, is that correct? 16 creatures and 9 spells. So let's go ahead and add our land. Glad I remembered Polish Crusher. Okay guys, so there is our deck laid out. And as you can see, per usual, what I like about these sorts of decks, Jund seems to do this just naturally on its own, is to have quite a mid-range feel to it. You've got a couple of 1-drops, which are artifacts in this case, a couple of 5-drops, and then we've got a lot of 4-drops, 3-drops and 2-drops. Jund seems to do this all the time without even meaning to make mid-range. So we have a Jund mid-range Minotaur tribally deck. We are going to stick with 15 land because we have some land fixing, and also our curve's quite nice, so we don't need more land to feed a lot of heavy creatures because we've got quite mid-range creatures. So with 4 land we can pretty much see off a game, I would say, quite easily. So for land we have only 2 forest because we have ways of getting land, and also the green creatures aren't necessary to a winning strategy, so only 2 forests. Then our swamp, we have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swamp's quite a prominent colour in this deck, but not as prominent as red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to make a total of 15. Red the most prominent colour. So let's have a look through our final deck. We have our land base as we've just discussed. At 1-drops we have Flamecast Wheel and Traveller's Amulet. Then we have a Deathbellow Raider, Leaf Crown, Dryad, Satire Hedonist, Lightning Strike, Ordeal of Nylea, and Pharika's Cure at 2-drops. At 3-drops, Fellhide Minotaur, 2-headed Cerberus, Minotaur Skullcleaver ×2, Rageblood Shaman, Hammer of Purphoros. At 4-drop, we have Cavern Lampard, Insatiable Harpy, Erebos' Emissary, Purphoros' Emissary, Borderland Minotaur, Nylea's Emissary, a Polish Crusher, a Portent of Betrayal, and our 5-drops are 2 Rage of Purphoros and Kragmar Warcaller. There we go, guys. Our Minotaur-based Jund deck is complete. However, these 40 cards alone do not make a match. And where are we going to get another deck from? Where are we going to get another deck from to face this Minotaur deck? Kaboom! 6 fresh boosters ready to open to make another sealed deck. Are you guys ready? Because I am. Straight after this video I'm going to be videoing me opening up these booster packs and uploading it straight over to YouTube for you guys to see, and as a basis for another deck for this Minotaur deck to face. So make sure to watch the next video in which we'll be opening another 6 Theros boosters to make a combative deck to our Minotaur deck we have created today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm sorry it's been a bit of a rush. I've been in a complete free fall today because I thought I was at work and then I wasn't at work, and then I had to get home to do this video and to tidy up the house, etc, etc. So it's been a bit of a rush, but I hope you've enjoyed watching me create this Minotaur based deck. I think I got really lucky with the Minotaur cards I had. I think they're going to really make this deck something to, you know, I think this deck's main core with the Minotaurs is going to be something to watch in the game. I'll try and get some gameplay up by the end of the week for you guys, but for now, let's go ahead and open up these boosters in a brand new video. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.